Hey guys, so I'm picking up where I left off at. This is part 2 of the U.S. National Arboretum tour. So the day is a lot cooler, it's definitely windier, and it's not raining. So we've got some good weather. We still got a little sunlight left. So let me turn this camera around. So I remember talking about this grouping of oak leaf hydrangeas over here. And I showed you guys this container mix of salvia, which is the spiller, and the agave. Kind of came back here. So apparently they had some sort of function recently. Look at this. Over here we've got some hibiscus that's since long been out of bloom, and you've got that beautiful fall color. Over here you've got some paracantha. I've had this at a townhouse that I owned several years ago, and it has thorns, but it has beautiful, as you can see, some beautiful orange berries during the fall time. This right here is a magnolia, a massive magnolia tree. So it's the Ann magnolia, which is a hybrid, and at the bottom we've got epimedium as a ground cover. Epimedium is really good for dry shade because clearly it's in competition with the roots of the magnolia, and it's doing pretty well. Over here you have this is an ilex winterberry, an ilex winterberry with beautiful fall berries. And soon, after the wildlife comes through and eats all the berries, you'll have these leaves turning different shades of auburn and red and orange. Underneath this magnolia, you've got Hakanakloa. Seems like over here is a little too shady because normally this is, well, maybe it's the variety. Normally it looks like that. It has that chartreuse color. Now, this magnolia tree is massive, guys. Wow. Around the corner here, you've got this massive rose of Sharon. Here's some of the seed pods from the spent flowers. Look at the size of that trunk of this crepe myrtle. It's clearly been here for an eternity. Massive canopy, looks to be about 40 feet across. It's a Kiowa, Japanese crepe myrtle. Right here at this corner, you've got a beautiful patch of hellebores. Not sure what the colors are, but I'm sure it looks spectacular in the late winter, early spring months. There is the cultivar right there, Brandywine. Beautiful. So here's the herb garden, guys. I showed you all in the last video, and I really didn't do it any justice because they were having a hot pepper tasting going on, so they weren't allowing any filming in here. So of course you got your typical basil, right? You've got your oregano down here. It's just a paradise for your nose. You got that turmeric in the way of the sign. Or is that ginger? That's ginger. Not sure what type of ginger this is though. You know, herb gardens can sometimes look messy because the herbs are so unruly in their growth habits. They do whatever they want to do. So, fascination with herbs is all taste and smell. Usually you could sprinkle some flowers within the mix for visual interest, but here's a ginger flower. Look at that. Guys, this is a very intoxicating smell. I wish I had smell-o-vision. Alright guys, so we're about to go on the inside of this garden. It's a little bit more manicured than this. Yikes. Look at this massive rosemary right here, guys. Now if this is in ground and we're at the Arboretum, that tells you that it's hardy in our zone and can be grown at home. Light Logie blue. But I gotta admit, looking online for hardy rosemary to this area, I don't remember seeing that cultivar. It's still in flower. Isn't that crazy? Again, I wish I had smell-o-vision. So here's an orange jasmine, guys. It's past flower. So it's lost a lot of its smell, its scent. Smells very gingery.
I have seen
So it's just a beautiful snapshot right here. Hey, GG and Eco. There goes you guys exotic citrus, which I'm finding out it's got some sharp thorns. Just kind of stabbed me a couple times. Can you guys ID this? Looks like a cross between a, I don't know, a lemon, lime, grapefruit, something. What in the world, guys? Forget about that last plant. Look at this. What on earth? I guess you just use the whole fruit. I mean, how do you cut that and squeeze it? All right, so let's find that tag real quick. I mean, this is just phenomenal. It's like alien. So it's called Buddha's hand. Buddha's hand. Okay, Buddha. Fascinating. And this right here, this container looks to be what is this? Turmeric, ginger. Here's an herb container for you guys, an exotic herb container. It's got ginger in the middle. That's the thriller. Looks to be purple basil. Yeah, purple basil. Smells amazing. And as a spiller, this is that oregano that, oh my God, it smells amazing. It smells like tropical oregano. This is the one I showcased in that last video I did. And I mean, I can see this being grind into a paste or making a delicious tea or in addition to a liqueur or a mixed drink. Yep. And I guess for some pizzazz, you got some lantana. All right, guys, so we're gonna head on down here and look at this parterre garden. This is a huge embankment of thyme. So imagine just taking your shoes off and running through that. This is called Spanish lavender, a tree pelargonium. Oh my God, that smells amazing. That smells amazing. This one's called Logie Snowflake, a rose-scented Pelargonium. That smells amazing too. That's crazy. This one here is Rober's Lemon Rose scented Pelargonium. God, that smells so good. So the idea here, guys, is to put these around your balcony, around your veranda, so that during the summer months, it'll make the area smell heavenly. This one's a cinnamon rose scented Pelargonium. Oh man, I need some coffee beans right now to kind of cleanse my nasals. Rasp leaf Pelargonium. I swear you can't find any of these in the stores right now, so I don't know. Yeah, like colonial.
Right. I was just sitting here thinking about that backyard, how it just, you step down and then into the backyard. That would have been a great just the house being so much bigger.
Oh my God. As much as the house probably costs to buy.
But anybody buy it?
This is crazy. Everything has a scent. All right, guys. So let's wrap up this little viewing of the parterre. Looks like they're using crushed gravel, crushed rock as the mulch. So let's check this out on the other side. And these are sage plants. No, those are bay leaf plants. That makes sense. This is an herb garden. See, it's really hard to maintain a parterre garden because you get a lot of opportunistic plants, a lot of weeds. So you got to plant it really thick. And over here we've got some more pelargoniums. I'll tell you, the cultivars are just endless. This one here has a very soft, fuzzy leaf texture. Peppermint scented, and it's so strong. Oof.
No, that's it.
Celery scented. I mean, what do? They go in a lab and concoct the scents for all of these pelargoniums? It's crazy. Sure enough, celery scented. In these steps, you have all your mints. You got mojito mint, strawberry mint, spearmint, pineapple mint, which I got a pot at home, Swiss mint, another peppermint, another spearmint, and just on and on and on and on and on. Chocolate mint, cologne mint. Oh my goodness, that smells amazing. Like, just put this all around your patio. So I did show this to you guys in the previous video, but it warrants a revisit. Here's a cinnamon tree. Cinnamon bark tree I showed you guys previously. Oh, see, I'm just realizing that espalier on the bottom of that that balcony.
What is it called?
Here is the name. Well, no,
That's a brick.
this is something else. It's another citrus. Smells amazing, of course. It's called Oro Blanco, grapefruit. And I'm sure all of these have to be transported into a greenhouse for our winters here. So yeah, I had to come over here and check out this espalier. Isn't that amazing?
The big lemon. It's called a ponderosa lemon.
Rosa bractita. Probably butchered that. Native to China. Just amazing that somebody will have the patience to come out here and maintain something like this.
It's called a ponderosa lemon.
Look at this container garden example, guys. Very Mediterranean. You got the agaves, the pelargoniums, the hot peppers, bay leaf right here. I love the color of this bay leaf tree. It's called, oh boy, it's that right there. And this wonky citrus tree right here. Ponderosa lemon. You guys can see that. Oh, about to lose my camera. Please refrain from picking. So here's the pepper patch, guys.
Peter Piper picked the pepper.
Say that real fast. Well, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. That doesn't mean you should. Yeah, funny. It's a jalapeno, a Jedi jalapeno right here. I don't see any, well, no, there's some fruit right here. Anko group, Baston. These red colored peppers. Calico. Now we have had some temps that were in the low 40s the past few nights, guys. So that's why these are all looking so past it. I think these are so neat. Little marble looking peppers. Super Kai. I think I have a few of those at the house. Look at this one right here. It looks like popcorn, huh? Bird pepper. Really cool. I tell you, this pepper, this herb garden will probably be its own video. There's a shishito. Again, we've had some very low 40s, so he's got a little frostbitten. Look at that. There goes a Tabasco plant right there. It's pretty cool. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So, Aji Limon. I think I grew these 2 years ago.
Oh, no, I guess.
It's right here.
I feel like this is,
Wow.
ooh, I see that. So excited. This is like,
I mean, it's an entire world of peppers. I wish I can go back there and show you guys that urn.
Yeah, because there's
That just looks so damn cool. And then look at the fall colors. That looks like a viburnum back there. Bounces off, it plays off the colors in the peppers. Really cool. Black pearl. Just goes on and on and on. There goes that bean plant, that vine that I had planted about 2 years ago. All right, guys, so I'm gonna quickly run through here and then we're gonna check out the rose garden. New mix. Gong bao. These are ready for picking too. They're nice and dry. All the flavors are concentrated. This one's called fish. What in the world? On and on and on and on and on. Step on a pepper. All right, guys, so this is the end of the pepper alley. It goes for about a good 10 to 15 meters, I want to say. Probably about 100 feet. So now we're gonna go check out the rose garden over there in more detail. Look at the rose hips on this one right here. It's called a DuPonti rose, snowbush rose. Look at all the rose hips. Great source of vitamin C, guys, and a food source for birds. Louis Felipe, China rose, still got some blooms.
I wonder if they have a volunteer for the weed.
Isn't that pretty? It's an awesome looking shrub right there. Yeah, it's the end of the season. Everything's got black spot, and it is what it is. So I'm not gonna focus on it too long. This looks like, is this thyme or is this, oh yeah, it is thyme. So again, just the fact that this is grouped together shows you great planting combinations for some of these shrub roses. You could put a ground cover of thyme or something. And this bean vine up on this trellis. This climbing rose is called Alistair Stellar Gray. You can tell they really gave up on training it. Down there you got a clump of columbine. This climber is called Crepuscule. It's a tea noisette rose. It's got some beautiful new growth. And some spent blooms. This one over here is Eli Bouvelane. It's another tea noisette rose. It's nice to look at your roses at this time of year too, especially your climbers, because you can kind of figure out the structure of the rose. Because without the foliage, you could then determine what type of growth habit you would like to train your rose into. Oh, we got a bloom. What is that? Madame Alfred Carrier Tea Noisette Rose. Actually has a bloom. This here is a McClinton tea rose. Still has a few blooms on it. Lacylphied tea rose, and again the ground cover of the columbine, so that gives you some ideas that they can grow together. It's got some catmint ground cover. Okay. Some of these roses don't look too hot. There's some dahlias down here. This one here is called Spice Tea Rose. Still's got some relevant blooms on them. Look at that. Let's go check out the salvia over there. I like that you can see the vantage point. Beautiful garden art right here. Nice little circular garden. That gives me some ideas. Clotide Supert, Polyantha Rose, This is called a redneck girl salvia. So interesting. What are they talking about? This thing here?
Now he's like, I'm ready to retire. He's like, I've been doing this for 40 years.
Yeah,
So interesting.
he's done.
So, I think everything.
Yeah, it's a salvia. Interesting. All right, we're gonna go down this patch right here. It's nothing but salvia. It's a good one to have in a garden. Has a nice size to it. Indigo spires. So cool, pale blue. Look at that. I definitely got to get my salvia game up. Lemon light salvia. Elk Chantilly lace. Gorgeous. This one right here. San Carlos Festival. Baby sage. Mulberry jam. Huh. That's pretty cool. Next door to La Luna. This alba right here. Autumn sage. It smells amazing. This is a stunner right here. This one has a weird growth habit and no flowers. It's called Andean silver leaf sage. So I'm assuming it grows in the Andes in South America. Probably makes a great tea. And the visual interest, I guess, would be the white undersides. to the leaves. It smells amazing. Here's the common sage. I got several clumps of these in the garden. Bergarten. Okay. Great to put in seafood dishes. And that's it for the sages, guys.
Oh, and then the girl that I sent over there for breakfast, she said these ain't for her. She said these ain't for her. Well, why she ain't in school?
So most of these plants produce a very strong dye that you can use to paint and stain and for artwork and such. Even the regular onions, isn't that crazy? Wow. The outer papery skins are traditionally used to dye Easter eggs and wool fibers. Had no idea. Wow. Okay. So that is the dye garden. How about that? All right, guys, so I'm going to thank you for hanging with me on part 2 of touring the U.S. National Arboretum. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys did too. See you on the next one.